Clooney here is one of our favourite venues, and we were offered to go for this tour. It was booked a long time ago, and then the LP started doing very well, and then the Mercury Prize, so the promoters wanted to put us in a larger venue, and but we've always had a great time here. We've always been able to gig just the three of us, and Richard, who does our sound and tour management, so we've been going out on the road just the four of us for like 10 years or so, and we've been able to do it when other bands haven't been able to gig, because they lose money when they gig, and we don't, and so we were able to just get up groundswell of following in every country, and that's always kind of risen exponentially. It's kind of parabola, but this Mercury is only in this country though. It's important to understand the Mercury Prize doesn't mean much anywhere else, maybe apart from Australia. So and we're about to go to Europe again next week. So yeah, I mean in Britain certainly. I think there's every chance though. There's maybe the casual buyers of people's music who this year they get our LP, they might not get the next one. But to be honest, I think it's so brilliant they will. And also, this is why we're playing these bigger gigs now. In January, we're out on playing some pretty big venues, and so I hope that the show that we do and stuff, we'll keep them. We've always felt that people who come to see us, they seem to have, we've got them for life, kind of like a disease, really. Guy and Craig from Elbow produced Sky at Night, and so they were very busy, obviously, last year. I'd written the songs. And we had 4 or 5 days a month, each month, to work with each other all of last year, over the 12 months. So in total about 60 days or something. And usually you'd go in and record in a 60-day period, but instead we did this 4 or 5 days and then a month wait. And we'd left the tapes in the studio, we didn't take them home, whatever work we'd done. And then we came back to it, and it was great to come back a month later and have it totally fresh, because you really got excited again. I think if you're in the studio every day for a 60-day period, you hear the same thing, and you just get too used to it. And our last LP before this, we produced ourselves and did it in 3 days, actually. We put a live PA up in the studio, rehearsed intensively. Actually, every LP we've made, we've used a totally different process, actually. And I think it's also in songwriting, I don't really have a method. I don't think you should. I don't think you should go around thinking I'm a songwriter. If you do, I think you won't write. I think we're all observant of other people quite a lot. I don't actually deliberately do that. I'm not. If I go with my girlfriend to a restaurant or something, I always have to make sure she's got the room the seat where she can see the rest of the room, so she can see what's going on. But no, I don't think I do it any more than anybody else does. I think we're actually all quite observant. It's just that I usually write by a melody comes and the words really do come with it. Maybe that's because I've been writing for a very long time. I've been writing for over nearly 30 years, It's very exciting, obviously, to come up with something whilst you're walking down the street in Hyde, and 6 months later, people know it in another country. It's quite a spooky feeling, that. There was one, John Sims was at a gig of ours in London once, and I went to the backstage loo afterwards, and he was there. He was absolutely leathered. So he turns to me and he goes, "Oh, it's great, it's great. You see him, it was brilliant, what a night. Oh, it's amazing charisma, that. He spent 5 minutes telling me about the gig and didn't recognise me.